Mike Trout. In a game against Houston, fly ball heads toward right field, starts to sneak out, and just makes it over the right field wall into foul territory, into the seats. That's important. Trout goes up. Ball comes down. Falls into Trout's glove. Fan reaches in. Well, the fan touched the ball first. Then it fell into his glove. Fan reaches into his glove and grabs it. Pulls it right out of Trout's glove. Now, his immediate reaction is important, and we'll get into that, because he was like, oh, no, oh, wait a minute, hold on, I'm so sorry. To his credit, I think he realized what was happening, and in the moment with the adrenaline, I wasn't there. It wasn't me. Who knows? But it is plausible that he sort of wasn't thinking as clearly, okay? Plus, the ball was basically in his lap.
Well, I think you go ahead with the quote, because I think that's really insightful as to like why he did what he did. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the play was ruled, by the way, a foul ball, no interference. The fan's name is Jared Whalen, and he was immediately escorted out of the section. And here's the quote Whalen told The Athletic. He said, "I just didn't know what was going on. I didn't realize it was a play. It was coming at my son's face. I just reached out." He then goes on to say, "I was more looking at the ball coming at my son's face. I made sure I wasn't in the field of play. I apologized, and Trout nodded his head, and we're good, I think." Trout's reaction in the moment was not happy.
Well,
and rightly so.
No, you're not going to be okay, because the other thing is too, if you look at that replay, that he came down, his glove is still up on the wall being held there. He had to jump up to try to get to it, and I'm sure that's a scary feeling.
Well, he already broke a wrist bone already, his hamate bone once already. He doesn't need another
and
injury.
After seeing what happened to Mookie Betts during the World Series, that would be a scary feeling. Like, I don't care who you are, I'm going to get mad.
Same.
No matter what in that situation.
Same.
Absolutely. And trying to make a play, because this is the thing, is Yanier Diaz on the very next pitch popped out. And like Trout said, it ended up having no effect on the game. But what do you do if instead Diaz hits a home run on the next pitch? Because on that play, the Angels had a 2-0 lead against a division rival.
Right.
So
big deal.
I can see why Trout would be very upset in the situation. Like, I do not fault him at all. And I'm sure this guy, what was his name? Whalen?
Jared Whalen.
I'm sure afterwards talking to him was like, I totally understand. Like, you had every right in the world to be pissed off at me. I was trying to protect my kid. And Trout even said afterwards, he's like, I got kids myself. The way he reacted, he obviously didn't do it on purpose. Well, I don't know if he didn't do it on purpose, but just the way he reacted, his kid, and they got moved, they probably spent hard-earned money on those tickets. Like, the fact he's like, I understand, like, trying to protect your kid, I totally understand that too.
Yeah.
Like, I tell, like, my son sometimes, he's like, Dad, I want to catch one. I was like, how about you catch it from the players when they toss it in the stands? I'll be the one to catch a foul ball.
Yeah, if anybody's going to get hit with a ball.
I don't know if we're there yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So in the video, there's video of Trout interacting with Jared Whalen and his son. And in the video, you can hear Trout say, look, man, basically, I'm going to paraphrase, but he says, look, the way you reacted, where you immediately apologized, and I could tell that there was nothing malicious. Again, paraphrasing. Trout said that made all the difference. And if it hadn't been for that, probably would have continued to feel differently about it. Not like in the Mookie Betts situation at Yankee Stadium in the World Series, where that was about as deliberate as it gets, if not straight to malicious, right? It was 100% malintent. This was not that at all. And that is a really important distinction, and Trout, he gets it. So,
well, and real quick, the reason that this was not fan interference and the one in the World Series was because Mookie Betts caught the ball first and then went into the stands. Yeah. Well, his arm went into the stands. The ball hit the fan's hand in the stands.
Yep.
in the boundary of the stands before it went into Trout's glove.
Yep.
Which is the fans' domain. Which I understand. Like the guys at Yankee Stadium have been saying, like, they come over, their one comes over here, I'm playing defense. Like, I get it. You have every right to play defense as long as you're on your side of the wall. That's fine.
Right.
But when Mookie Betts catches the ball and crashes into the fence, and then you try to take the ball out of his glove, there's a line there.
Yeah, they were trying to take his glove off.
These are apples and oranges, in my opinion.
They are.
Between the two. And both umpires got it right. And Major League Baseball got it right to ban the other guys. And I think that they got it right to move these two, because if something bad had happened, then the fans around them could have turned on them.
Yeah, you don't know. Exactly.
Right. So it's really great on the Astros, all their people, to move them out of the situation. So I think everybody got it right in this situation. I think it's awesome. I love
agree.
that Trout talked to him after.
I do too. And Trout signed the ball, and I think he gave the kid a bat.
Yeah.
And the Angels won the game 4-1. And to Trout's point, it didn't have any impact on the game. And I think that's fabulous. Now, Mike Trout's stats so far this season, his team is doing really well, but he 56 at bats, 9 runs, 11 hits, 6 home runs, which is like an 18-way tie right now for first place or something crazy. It's not 18, but it's a lot. He's batting 196, 299, 536. He has an 834 OBP and a 137 OPS plus. So he is not off to a great start on the season. But he's healthy, he's active, he's playing every day, and his team is doing really well. And the way we've said it is when Mike Trout is on the field, the Angels play ball. When he is not,
he just has to be there. Yeah.
It's nuts. But it's
maybe
working.
we start calling it the Mike Trout effect.
Right. Right.